Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 16 here of SAF1 ESports. And this is, of course, round number 16 here of the Division 2 Championship live for you tonight. We are here live in Japan. I am James and I'll be your commentator for tonight's racing action, all by tonight with somebody who couldn't be here last week due to something that came up and some things that happened. So he's here tonight, though. Hopefully he's here tonight, and he'll be ready with us. There he is, alongside us here. It is Quinton.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and yeah, good to be back. Back in Japan as well. Classic circuit, quite a tricky one, not easy to overtake here. So, looking forward to two action-packed races.
I think we all are, and just to give everybody who hasn't watched this championship before a quick rundown of the way it works. Top 10 in the first race get reversed for the second race. Pretty self-explanatory really, as you say it. But first out was Killer Bean. He's the first out on circuit. And let's take a look at the drivers then who are here tonight. Got your top twos in the championship. Got loads of drivers here tonight, 16 of them. And let me tell you the constructors and the championship standings. If I can find them, that is. We have Grimjaw 104 points ahead, which is 607 points compared to 503 for Eugene. Third is Don Mabiko, who could still tonight technically be overtaken for second here by Royal Viking. Carabo in third, can still beat him. Carabo in fifth, sixth is Sir Henricks. Then it's Donovan Duffy, Jacko, Cowboy, Killer Bean, Tiago, Quaz, Neil, Willie, Shakes, Burnout, Boucher, who is your reserve, Zars, Sonic Hawk, who's a reserve, Quinten, Banguverdon, Brad, and Assault King. And that means it is close at the top of the championship. It is for constructors, as we watch Killer Bean on board with him come into the last corners now. Very nicely there. Green flag waves, and away he goes again now to fly his lap. But it is Ferrari leading by 803 points over 797 points, which is Aston Martin, Red Bull. Then it's Haas, McLaren, Renault, Williams, Racing Point, Mercedes, Alfa Romeo and Alfa Tauri, who are bottom with 99 points. So just to say that race 1 last week was Sir Henricks won it. Race 2 last week, Eugene won.
Yeah, I believe it was quite a good performance from Killer Bean and from Sir Emmerich over the period of the two races. So
it was
also Sir Emmerich winning his first race
yes.
in SAF1.
Indeed, he did. Well, we're watching Killer Bean right now. Just completed his first lap. Here we are. But it's an absolute. I just can't believe last week. Where were we last week again? I'm trying to think now.
Russia, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant from Sir Henricks. It wasn't many cars racing in that one, I don't think. In the second race, there was a few crashes, but really good race. Eugene did really well to keep Grimjaw behind him, and Grimjaw got a few penalties and stuff, so it was really good to see. It was. Sadly, we didn't have the man of Don Mabiko. We didn't have him show us what he can do in race 2, but that doesn't matter. That's just a blip for him then. But here goes Killer Bean then to finish off this lap. He's got literally one more corner to go after the chicane that he's going into now.
We went a bit deep into the chicane there, but let's see if he gets the traction down. He does. Hug the wall on the right, and yeah, 127.9. That's not bad, but I think it's going to be beaten.
Well, we have a yellow flag in sector 1. That looks like Zars is out. I don't know if he's got a penalty tonight or not.
Yeah, qualifying ban, so he's just retired on track.
Well, Neil.
Careful, Killer Bean. They're going to disqualify you. Don't stop in the pit lane. It's such a tricky area to get out of the way of the faster cars. If you slow down at the pit exit, the game can disqualify you for blocking the pit lane. It's happened to me before.
Agreed. I understand that.
Jacko P2. Killer Bean up before. Oh, so Eugene went P1, 27.1. Let me check Grimjaw here. Oh, he's on an outlap. Neil is on an outlap. He's approaching the hairpin here in sector 2.
Oh, Grabo spun it at Spoon. He spun it at Spoon.
Oh man,
He's back on now.
At the exit of Spoon.
Yeah, exit of Spoon. That is the worst place. I've done it there millions of times. Well, not millions, but you know what I mean, thousands of times, and it's awful.
Very difficult area to get the traction down. Neil keeps it together. Grimjaw gets out the way nicely there. He's approaching 130R now. Such a nice corner to take flat out.
Let's see where who's actually about to finish their laps then. Let's have a look.
Neil's coming through the chicane now. Traction down, hug the wall on the right. Here goes Paul, 127.0. He's half a tenth up on Eugene.
Here comes Don to the line. Let's see what Don Mabiko can do. Into 130R, he turns in very nicely, turns out. Lovely through the chicane. Let's see what he can do then down the start line straight. And across line he comes now and sets a 29.2. Not too bad, but could be better. Grimjaw just started a lap he did. Let's see who else is on a lap right now. Royal Vikings about to finish, so is the Burnout, and so is Brad. So Brad's on an outline, what am I saying? But Royal Vikings about to finish. It's really interesting, this circuit, because it's an old circuit, but at the same time, it is the game class it as a medium. I think the game classes it as a medium circuit, I think, or not even a hard, but it's quite hard, this circuit, as Royal Vikings set to 28.2.
It is a hard circuit, you're right. It's very tricky, and I can tell you in the race that I had here 2 weeks ago, it's one of those circuits where you cannot afford to relax for one lap, because it's so easy to make mistakes here. So yeah, very, very tight. Nice and flowing circuit. Grimjaw comes through the final sector now, out of the chicane. Let's see, shortest route to the line, and let's see, is this going to be pole? No, only P3, but he's 5 thousandths behind Eugene, so the top three within half a tenth of one another. Very close.
It is indeed. Very close indeed, as he heads around the circuit. Finishing off his lap, here he does. Let's go down and have a look at Brad and Sir Henrik. So Brad's about to... Well, Brad's just started his lap, so Henrik's has just started his lap, so we'll keep an eye on them. But anyone else to look out for tonight who could do well here? Well, it looks like Jacko's showing his pace again.
He is. He's only 7 tenths behind, and I think he'll definitely improve. Royal Vikings just set a purple sector 2. He comes out of the final chicane now. Let's see what his time will be. Oh, that's P4, 27.5. He beats Jacko and Shakes.
Carabo then to the line. He's improving a tiny bit. He sets a 28.559, 600th slower, so not quicker.
Who else is about to finish their laps here? I think Killerbean is about to finish a lap. Let's have a look. Oh, he's starting his lap now.
Here comes Sir Henrik's onto 130R now. He turns. Let's see if he can improve on this lap then. Well, he hasn't set a time yet, but let's see if Sir Henrik's can do a good lap here. Won't be quick this lap. It doesn't look it. It looks like it's about a 28 something, and it's a 27.8. So P number 6. Not too bad there, as we see Brad in a second come to the line, and he will set. Brad will 28.9.
Yeah, at least you know, there's 8 drivers in the 27s, so I wonder if we're going to see someone going to the 26s here. I'm sure we will.
Maybe.
Just watching Killer Bean here. He's approaching Spoon now. I'll tell you what his sector times are like. Cowboy gets out the way nicely there. Easy on the throttle here. 5th gear. Nice. Nicely done. That's a good exit. I think he did better now than what he did on his previous hot lap. He should be down on his time.
Well,
yeah, he's half a second quicker.
First sector, he said he was 3 tenths down, so quicker than his first time.
Yeah, he's now half a second, so this should move him up to P3, P4. Let's see. This looks like a really good lap from P1. Oh, he's the first driver to go into the 26s. That is a very, very good lap from Killabin, and Eugene just takes him by for like another half a tenth. This
Here
is
goes.
so close.
Jacko starts his lap now. What about Diego here, who's a 10th up in the first sector here? Oh, he's invalidated just as I speak. He invalidates. Neil's on a lap. Let's see where he is.
Yeah. No, that's a very slow lap there. It shows his lap is like 2 minutes. So I don't know what's going on.
Must have had some traffic or something. So
I think he's about to start another hot lap now. Yeah.
yeah, he backed off and now he's going to start one. Green flag waves again now. The last corner and across line he comes. Through Spoon now we go. Lovely exit there it was from Jacko. Down the straight now he comes. Pops DRS open. Does he? No, he doesn't. Doesn't pop DRS. Interesting call there from Jacko. Looks quick though still. Could be not, it won't be pole, but it'll be a good lap still.
Yeah.
As he crosses now and sets a 27.4.
Wow, that's a good lap. That's really a good lap. Yeah, there's no DRS exiting out of Spoon to 130R. There isn't a DRS zone.
Is there not?
Neil's up on his time by almost a tenth. Let's see if he can improve, get himself into the 126s here. Good exit out of the chicane there, and he goes P1 with a 126.7, so he's 3 tenths up on the guys behind him. Grimjaw on a lap again. Going through Degna 1 and Degna 2, yeah, he's up on his time. Well, up, he's faster, let me say faster. I don't know if it's up or down. What do you say? Is he up on his time or down?
He's down on it, I would say. Well, he's quicker, just as quicker, there we go. He's quicker than his time by 6 tenths, if you're thinking of Grimjaw here.
Well, yeah, 600, almost a tenth.
Yeah, 600, almost a tenth, yeah. Sorry, to just say that.
Exiting Spoon there, nice and wide. Doesn't invalidate, so he got a nice run out of there. That means he'll gain time down this entire straight. Let's see if he's quicker. Yes, a full tenth. So this should move him. He's actually going to stay P4 if he doesn't improve more than what he's already done. Let's see. Where are you going, Grimjaw? Oh, that's not the right. Keep it on the grass. Keep it on the black stuff, buddy. There's no traction out there on the green stuff.
Here's your next driver then, comes into the chicane now, pulls in, turns out. Oh, a little wobble there from Quaz. He's not going to look good there, he's not. Keeps it going though, and it's going to be a 27.9 up to P number 8. He does improve, that's a good lap then to improve from a 28 something. There it is. What about It's Burnout, who's starting his first lap here. Oh, he's off on the grass. Oh, he's lost his whole front wing as well.
Yeah, Royal Viking did improve, but he didn't gain any positions. But he improved on his time. So close between him and Jacko. What happened to Sir Amric? I missed that. Did he crash or did he retire in the pits?
I think he retired in the pits.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Well, he can let us know, but I generally don't know. Actually, that's a.
Royal Viking just testing out the McLaren lawnmower there, cutting some grass.
They're not that bad, the McLaren lawnmowers. Gotta be said. They're better than the actual car sometimes.
Oh, actually, I didn't even know McLaren makes lawnmowers.
No, they don't. No. Mercedes used to.
Yeah, apparently in 2020 in Austria.
Yeah, if you say so.
So, who else is on a lap here? Is Diego on a lap? No, he's not on a lap.
Eugene's on a lap. 2 temps up as he exits Degner 1 and Degner 2. Down to the hairpin he goes now, then 200R. Don't know why they like calling their corners. Oh, this corner is 200 degrees, we'll call it 200R.
Oh,
pointless.
Is that why?
Pointless. I think that's why, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. But there he goes, through the corner now he goes. Up to Spoon he's going to go now. Let's see if his time's quicker for Eugene here, as the car in front of him, I think that is one of the Williams. That's probably Shakes getting out of his way. Here
he didn't get a good exit though.
He's still up by a tenth. By so 100th.
Yeah.
100th. It's literally nothing, but he's still up. He can probably get it all back in this last sector, but a massive jump over the first curb there could have lost him a bit of time there. Exiting the final corner now. He needs to improve. Doesn't buy a tenth. Nearly 2.
He had a bit of wheel spin coming out of the chicane, so he needed to lift off the throttle to not get oversteer. So I just heard that little bit of a lift, and that cost him almost 2/10. So yeah, P2 it is for him. He won't have time for another lap.
Donovan Duffy next to come across line it will be, as the leaders now exit the pits and come around. They've already started their laps now. But yeah,
Grimjaw just left the pits. He's in sector 1 now. I don't know if he's actually going to make it in time.
we'll have to wait and see on that one. But here comes Donovan Duffy to the line.
Invalidates.
Oh, just at the last second we say that. There was a pinch of thingy. Here comes Diego then. What's Diego going to do? He's up. He's up by a second. Well, he's down by a second, which is not good at all. There, it's not. On his quickest lap, which he comes to the line now. This could still be a quick lap though if he got the last sector hotted up. He didn't. A second down, sadly, on that time. What about?
It's going to be so close for Grimjaw. He's got 20 seconds to get to the line, and he's going through 130R into the chicane now. He might just make it if he gets a good. Yeah, he's going to make it, but he's just going to make it. Wow. With 5 seconds to
3. On my screen he had 4 seconds.
Okay, so he's going to be the final runner that's going to set a hard lap.
Probably. Crabbo just finishes and doesn't improve. So Crabbo has finished his qualifying now, which is okay to see. Let's see who else.
Together, he goes a bit deep into the S's here.
Here we go then. Let's watch Jacko. He's the next one probably to cross the line. He will be. Oh no, it will be. It's Burnout, I think. No, it won't. Who is it then coming to the line? I don't know. Somebody's just crossed and finished.
Sorry. Going through the hairpin as we speak. Sorry, buddy. He's up by 200s on his time.
Who is?
I don't know if Burnout ahead of him is actually on a hot lap, but Grimjaw's really catching him.
Here comes Diego to the line. Let's see what Diego can do. He does a 27.6, improves. Good lap from him there. Don Rubico has finished. What about?
Oh, I think Burnout was on a hot lap, but Grimjaw is just so quick. Yeah.
Here comes its Burnout to the line, and he is down on his time, of course. Well, we know he's done a time of 1:30.2, puts himself P12, P15 actually, luckily. And that is it. That should be qualifying over. Don Rubico should be your last one to come to the line, but he is really slow right now.
Well, that's P3 for Killer Bean. I think that's his best qualifying so far in this division. So that's good. Very, very good time from him.
I think it is. think that might be his best time, yes, but I'm not entirely sure.
But yeah, I don't know if we noticed the time that Neil set to improve. His pole position time is 6/10 faster than Eugene. Did a 26.3.
5-6 yeah.
That's very, very quick.
Well, Biko just heading around now. He could have retired by now, because I think we are done with he retires.
Yeah.
If you're listening, mate, just go to the line.
I think he's actually... That might be AI. I don't know. It'll as soon as he's in a pit lane, it should finish.
There we go, then Neil gets pole, Eugene second, and apparently second place is the best place to be on the grid.
Really?
In real life, apparently it's got the cleaner bit of rubber. They can.
Oh.
It was when Nigel. It was all in the olden days. It stayed the same ever since, basically. But basically, just tell you, it's Neil leading by 5.85 temps over Eugene in second, Killerbeam third, Grimjaw fourth, Jacko fifth, sixth Royal Viking. Then it's Don Rubico, Diego, Sir Henricks, Quaz, Shakes, Donovan Duffy, Carabo, Brad, and Burnout and Cowboy. And then your non-finisher who did not even, sorry, your non-person who completed no time was Zars. Just to say, yeah, so in the olden days, what happened basically was when it was Prost and Senna, Senna was on the got pole and Prost got second. Senna hated it because apparently Senna's line was awful. Like, it's on the inside to the corner, but it's like not the cleanest line apparently in real life. So yeah, Senna kind of didn't like it and crashed out Prost, as you know, the big story about that in the 90s. But yeah, it's always been the case in real life. In sim racing it's different, of course, but in real life you always want to be in P2 because you get the best line to the corner one, best into it, and it's cleaner apparently.
Well, yeah, we've just gone live here and I'm checking, it's quite cloudy, so I'm wondering if we're gonna get rain.
Probably. Or maybe not. Maybe the game has just decided that it's going to be cloudy for the whole thing.
I hope so, because rain is not... It's not the easiest one to do in rain, Japan. And we did... Oh, I don't have sound. Oh, there we go. Now I have sound.
Let me just check for you, just to tell you that everybody is on softs except Brad and Burnout on the mediums. So there might be rain then. They're thinking it may be raining soon. Who knows? But it's only 13 laps, so it's not that long really around here. 2 13s make 26. Quick maths, there you go. But yeah, so on board O'Neill we go. Through the Zars and Burnout gets disqualified. But through the S's we go, very slowly through the S's though, I got to say, because it's the warm-up lap. But they are very, very tricky to go through, they are. As you can see.
Especially if your tyres are cold, yeah.
Yeah, first couple of laps, they're going to be a nightmare, they are. MotoGP, when they sometimes come here, I don't know if they come here much anymore, but when they come here, always struggle MotoGP, do even motorbikes struggle as well, so it's not just cars that struggle. But then into the Degners now, through that they go, underneath the Fanatec bridge they go, which is the other split of the circuit above it.
Yeah.
Then
you said Fanatec bridge, and then I look back and I see Fly Emirates.
Yeah.
So I was like, are we on the same part of the track? So if we drove the track in opposite direction, it would be the Emirates bridge.
Is indeed. We've had 2 comments. Crabbo saying this track is not for me, and somebody, Cameron, says go to Henricks. There we go. But just yeah, as we head through Spoon now, very technical that Spoon is as well. You can go really wide there if you aren't careful and get penalties. But here they come then down the next straight, which sometimes has DRS. I don't know if it has this year, it has DRS, but sometimes does. You can pop that down this straight. Used to anyway have DRS down here. We go really good into the 130R, which we're heading into in a second. We will. This is a very slow lap, by the way, from Neil here.
Yeah, he is. He's really slow. But he's backing the pack up, so I mean...
But into the chicane then we go. Very quickly, by the way, through 130R, you get very quick momentum into this corner where you have to really brake, hug both the curbs, and then exit their way as the game now picks him up. They do, just as they head now onto the start line straight. Here they do as they come to a line now. Crabbo now disqualified, so is Donovan Duffy, but at least they got to near the end of the lap, so their tyres will be fine. As to the line then comes Neil to pop himself onto the grid. Here they do. So that's a lap, very slow lap on board in Neil. About a 2:40 that lap, I would say, from Neil there.
Felt like a 2-week lap. 2-day lap.
Yes, of course it was.
Okay.
Well, we're moments away from starting here. Predictions very quickly.
No. I'll tell you after 2 laps.
We're green, and away we go here in Japan for race 1 of Japan. It's a great start from Eugene, but Grimjaw doesn't get a good start there. He doesn't get a good start. Killer Bean has kept... Oh, there's carnage in the background. There's carnage. What's happened there in the background? We've had wing flying everywhere. I can see about 6 or 7 bits of wing flying everywhere. Everyone looks clean, though, which is surprising for once. But
yeah, Carabo picked up damage. It was his wing.
But it's Eugene leading Neil from Grimjaw. And we have virtual safety car because it looks like we have a bit of Duffy. Oh yeah, there was Duffy going off there, and same for Cowboy.
Yeah, Donovan and Cowboy. Don't know what happened there. I'm sure we're gonna find out soon. Yeah, it looks like it's Carabo with wing damage, and yeah, he's the only one. Seems like it. But I mean, Eugene had a brilliant start to jump Neil into turn 1.
Yeah, they changed the circuit. Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, and Grimjaw did get P3 from Killer Bean. So he did have a good start. Not as good as the leaders, but he managed to get past his teammate.
Yeah, he did manage to get past his teammate there. So yeah, as I said, whatever 2 is, 2's got the best line into the corner anyway, so we'll just say that into corner 1 always as Darling. But look at this gap already that is opened from the top guys here. 2.4 seconds separate the top 4 from 5th. That is unbelievable at the moment. There it is. Then there's a bit of a gap from 5th and 6th who are battling side by side because in comes Raw Viking. Then it's Diego who's 1.7 behind, he was anyway. Then Shakes who was 3 point something behind. And there's a massive gap, but side by side they go here. And has he done it here? Right, so Henricks, is he going to try it here? He's tried it, but no, went a little bit wide there and had to keep the position not to give it away. So Diego keeps the position there. As they head through here, we do have battling at the front of the field here between Neil and Eugene. They are closing up again. They were 6 temps, they're now 4 temps, and it's 6 temps to Grimjaw behind. Anything happened in the background except 4 pit stops, as the pit strategy tonight is 6 to 10 on the mediums, 7 to 10 coming for hards, and just to say, don't take the game too seriously. The players know what they're doing. As we have a sector 1 yellow flag.
So Emmerich almost clipped the back of Diego into the hairpin. Sorry for interrupting you, that was very, very close.
Sorry, 1 second, just had something pop up on my phone, let me just check. But yeah, should be interesting then to see. But here we go with Neil, he's right on the back of Eugene, here he is, Eugene. Let's see if he can overtake him into the hairpin. But DRS is enabled. Repeat, DRS will be enabled when they cross the line. It's enabled. DRS is enabled as Grimjaw gets fastest lap here.
Yeah, and I see so Emmerich did pick up wing damage and Diego pits. Does he have damage too? Must have missed that.
Same,
yes,
I must have missed it.
Changes his wing. So Emmerich decides to stick it out. Shakes is all over the back of him.
Oh, sector 1. What's that?
I think it was Killer Bean. I think he must have had a bit of a snap oversteer there because Jacko got past him.
Oh yeah. going a little bit wide. That's what it was.
But I mean, the top three, there's nothing between them. They're so close to each other.
Nope, nothing separates the top three here. They're not. Here, as they head out of the corner, now they do, down into Spoon they go. Still nothing separates them. Here they do. Let's see then what happens. Fastest second sector of the day for Neil there.
Yeah, and he's right on the back of Eugene. If he can get a good exit here, he might take him into turn 1. Because he'll have the advantage of DRS. He doesn't enable overtake, so he's not using it. He doesn't think he can get past.
Nope.
But like I said at the start of the stream, it's not that easy to overtake. That's the thing. You can stay on someone's gearbox the entire race. It's one thing, you know, to catch them and stay close to them, but to get past, you really need to hope for the guy ahead of you to make a mistake.
Here he comes, and in comes Sir Henrik's, and out on the medium compound of tyres. Brilliant pit stop from Sir Henrik's there. I've got to say, good pit stop from the team there for Sir Henrik's. They did a cracking job there. They did to keep the car safe. No wheel not loose, that they can't get it off. Bottas. But
Tiego's undercut worked on him, so now Tiago gained a position over Sir Henrik. Yeah,
it did indeed. Sir Henrik's will be annoyed with that. But anyway, let's see then what happens then as we head out to the line, which will be this on this back straight, and see what the sector time is for Grimjaw. He's not up. Nobody in the top lot are up here. Where's the closest battle on circuit then? Let's have a look. It's still the top two, still top three then.
Top three, yeah.
When would you? Okay, be serious here. When would you pit if you were top three? Oh, in comes Neil as I speak.
Now. Now.
And Grimjaw.
Neil and Grimjaw. Yeah. They're gonna have to try the undercut over Eugene, because that's about the only way to make an overtake. It's almost a little bit of Monaco vibes here. Your pit strategy is where you make overtakes. On track is not that easy. So we need to keep a close eye on Eugene. He needs to really push this lap. Is he going to go for 1 lap, or is he going to go 2 laps and try the overcut?
Let me just have a look. Let me just have a look at the gaps quickly, just to give you some ideas. So if Eugene pits now, right, and comes out, right, because it's about a 22-second pit stop, he'll be coming out right with Neil.
That's the thing. So he needs to really push hard, and I can also tell you that Neil and Grimjaw is probably driving those tires to the limits now. Close that gap, and maybe if the undercut is very strong, Grimjaw and Neil can undercut Eugene here, because they were very close to one another. So he's really using a lot of ERS as well. I think he's going to pit this lap because he's pushing.
Let's have a look again at the leader's gap. Wow, he's still the same though, so I don't think he should, as we're on board with him now. We are. Brakes now, he does into the chicane. Turns it through it now very nicely as we're on board now. We are. Is he pitting this time? Yes, he is.
Definitely.
So it's go, go, go here for the top 4. The team's in. Let's make this a quick pit stop. Oh, Ferrari did that beautifully. That was a 4 to 5 second stop. The game, by the way, is 4 to 5 second stop if you didn't realise. Just gonna say.
Right, Neil coming out of the final chicane now, about to cross the finish line. I think he's gonna jump Eugene.
Well, he's exiting the pits now. He gets full speed now. Eugene does, and
ooh, he's
just got it.
Come out side by side. No, Eugene just made it. Oh my word, that was close. But now Neil's.
I was just going to say, he was, I kid you not, 7.2 at the start, as they entered Sector 3, he got to 7.4 as they came into the pits. That was what the difference was, about 2 tenths.
Wow, that's very close. You see, Neil's got tyres are up to temperature now, so he should have an advantage, at least for this lap.
Well, they do. Back we go for a second as Kraz makes a little mistake there, but Henrik's in P11 can't capitalise. Oh, sector 3, we've got a spin. And that's, I think, Zars. I think that's Zars. No, it's not. Who was it there? Oh, it's a glitch.
That
okay.
was strange.
Okay, it's a bit of a glitch. Fair enough. We don't know. When would you pit then if you're the top 3? Would you? Because they know they're not going to win this race. They know that now.
Oh, well, they might as well just pit now. I would pit now. At least another lap. But not too long, because the longer you stay out now, the more you lose. Sector 1 spin, I think that's Cowboy or Brad.
It's Cowboy. He spun it
Cowboy,
in the last little bit of the S's. Now goes into the Degners. Oh, we have a battle on our hands here because Grimjaw just set fast lap of the race.
Oh, indeed. And you know, in terms of the championship, even though Eugene is 104 points behind Grimjaw, he's doing everything right at the moment to just win the race. He needs to just finish ahead of Grimjaw in every race, and hopefully for him, Grimjaw doesn't bag a huge amount of points.
Good move there from Don Mabiko, sorry, just to say he's overtaken Kraz there very nicely, and right near each other for a second ago when we just looked at it was Shakes and Royal Viking. They've now pulled a gap now, they have, but that was a good move there, look to the behind them. But yeah, you are right, I'm not denying it. We've got to say this here, Eugene has to win every single race now coming up to win the championship, so...
Yeah, and saying that, he also has to win the races and hope Grimjaw's results are not too good. He needs to not score too many points. I mean, we don't want to see that. We just want everyone to do well. But for Eugene, he wouldn't want Grimjaw to bag a lot of points.
No, indeed not. And as you can see, I think it's the problem. The problem with Eugene is not with the problem with Eugene, but the problem with Eugene was he just had so many. He's been inconsistent all season, and no offense to Eugene here, I'm not going to have a go at him as we've seen Cowboy off again. We have hit Grimjaw, fastest lap of 29.493. He's pushing this time. He wants this win or wants to be. Oh, as I just looked in the foreground there, and Neil nearly clipped the back of Eugene there.
Yeah, I was on board with Neil. It was very, very close.
Ooh,
it was good.
God. But yeah, just as you say, you don't want. Eugene has just been very inconsistent. He's been on and off, like podiums, wins, fourths, a couple of fifths, a couple of sixes, and then he retired from one race, and that is what I think has done it. And Grimjaw has been not every race, but 90% of the races he's been in. I think he joined us race 2 this season, and he's been so consistent ever since the second round. He's been so consistent.
Yeah, he is. Consistency-wise, Grimjaw has been a little bit better. That's why he's leading. And also in terms of the constructors, Ferrari used to have a very big gap, and then since Killer Bean joined the Red Bull team mid-season, he actually contributed a lot to the team, and now Red Bull is only 6 points behind Ferrari. So there's a two-way battle going here for the championship, for the drivers and the constructors championship.
If it's anything
okay, let's see.
If it's anything to go by right now, we've got to say well done to Red Bull. They're going to win the constructors on today's form. They're going to go pole in constructors. They will, or first anyway, because
check Neil.
He's going to try for it, but I don't think it'll work. No, it won't. He backs out.
Yeah, the outside is not the best place to make the overtake, but Eugene didn't leave him any space on the inside, so he had no choice.
No.
He had to try the outside.
He didn't, and as we were just saying, basically 11th for Robico gets no points, except 2 actually, sorry, I do say that. 2 for taking part, but still, that's not really what they wanted. They wanted him to get a few more points today. He hopefully can do still. We've still got plenty of time to go here. Still got about 4 laps to go, so don't write. 5 laps to go. Don't write him off.
And he just needs to overtake Sir Hamrick, and then he has reverse growth pole position. But he's not closing in on him. He's not closing in on him though. Although Sir Hamrick has a 3-second time penalty, so maybe Robico is doing the right thing here. He's just staying within that 3-second bracket, and he'll be fine.
On board
look at this train.
Sorry, just to say, on board with Shakes we go. And he just been overtaken by Brad. Or he tried to.
Look at this train. I mean, It's Robico, Sir Emmerich, Diego, Shakes, and Brad, all close together.
So Henrik's here looking to try and get past Diego. Let's see if he can do it into Spoon. He's going to try it here, is he? He's a bit too far back. Oh, we've got Crabo's out. Crabo has retired.
Where going to be a safety car.
Did he retire? Oh, right, let's go on board with Zard. We'll find out. Oh.
So Emmerich's going to go around the outside of 130 on Diego. And he makes it stick. What a move. Good overtake.
Well, just to say, it was in the entrance, so you know that little, there's a curve out of the Degner, and then it's like you're under the bridge. Just after the bridge, that was his car. Then it was the hairpin. Just to say.
Yeah.
So anyway, here he goes. Look, does Sir Henrik? He's going to try on Shakes this time into corner 1, but backs out and decides not to do it there, which is good, clean racing. But Shakes makes a tiny mistake, and has Sir Henrik's made the move? No, he hasn't. But that's good to not overtake in the S's, because you can win or lose your race here.
Absolutely. And now Don Rubico's got a car between him and Sir Emmerich, but he has closed up nicely, so he'll still gain a position from Sir Emmerich's penalty.
Probably, indeed he will. Let me just check actually on that. Don Rubico needs to know where Raw Viking is, because Raw Viking's his closest opponent in the championship, by the way.
Yeah, he's 6th. He's not gonna catch him today.
He might do.
Not in this race.
Not
in this race.
Who's that? Oh, it was Cowboy, I think, again making a mistake. Or if it wasn't Cowboy, it was Zars or something like that. But back. So carry on.
No, it was an Alfa Romeo, Sector 1.
To Zars.
Ooh,
yeah.
Look at Sir Emmerich. He's gonna go around on Shakes. He gets so much traction out of Spoon. This is where he made the overtake on Diego as well.
That's why.
This time he's on the inside.
Left front end plate has gone
He's on the
Shakes.
inside.
And he's done it.
Brilliant
oh,
move.
They touch. But it's a clean touch, though, if that makes sense. I don't think that does make, but basically they didn't crash and they didn't make any damage either to each other's cars, which is nice. 3 to go. We'll go back to the leader now, who is Neil. Is trying his absolute hardest here. Neil is to push and get past. Fastest Sector 1 for Neil of the race, so he's trying hard now. Neil is to win this. He's trying everything he can in his powers to get through, and we have a battle now. Diego has gone past, and so has Don Rubico. He's got points now, and reverse grid pole.
Yeah, but he's going to lose that reverse grid pole. He's probably going to be P2 or P3 due to the penalties. Oh, Sir Emmerich, where are you going, buddy? Almost at the inside of Degna 1. Degna 1. Let's see if he does it again on Spoon, at the exit of Spoon on Brad. Brad's so close to him now, or he's close to Brad.
And as you speak, I still can't believe this, 10-second gap Jacko has to Grimjaw.
Yeah, they're doing so well. Look at this.
Well, across line they come
Really
now and
good
start
exit.
The penultimate lap, and here he goes then to Sir Henrik's.
No, he's not going to make it this time. I'm jumping back to the leaders. Neil is so close to Eugene.
Better exit out the first 2 corners there, Neil did, and closed up massively as here. Don't think he's going to get through though, sadly. Sector 2 yellow flags, and I think
Nice.
that was Zars just making a mistake in the hairpin, but that's all fine now. He's all gone, cleared up. It has hit.
Oh, this is so close. Now the thing is, Neil is not in the championship fight, so he's just racing for pure pride to be able to say he won a race, and to show that he's got the pace certainly. But Eugene wouldn't want that, because the more the more cars finish ahead of him, the less points he gets, irrespective if Grimjaw's behind him.
Agreed.
He doesn't. He wants to get maximum points. Who's got fastest lap? Grimjaw.
Yes.
So Eugene's going to bag 25 points here, and Grimjaw will get 16. Final lap, let's see.
Here goes Neil.
Oh, he's going to make it. He's going to make it stick. Can you believe it? He waited until the final lap. Now he knows Eugene probably won't get past. Thing is, it's impossible to overtake. Anywhere else, the only place I'd realistically say is maybe into the hairpin for Eugene or the final chicane. The only two places I can see Eugene making a move. Yeah.
Spoon, a good exit of Spoon.
Yeah, exit at Spoon through 130R, of course, into the chicane. But look at this. Let's see. Is he going to go for the move? Nope. He needs to save a bit of ERS though.
Well, I can't see ERS, so I don't know.
Just on their steering wheels, I see it. Oh man. Yeah, okay, so Neil looks like he's going to have this one in the bag. Brilliant race from him. Started on pole, lost it in the first turn, and took it back on the last lap. So, very good race from Neil. Well done, well deserved. Good race from Eugene to lead the entire race. Keep the guys behind him. Unfortunately, lost that position on the last lap. But oh my word, that was intense.
It was. So it was indeed tense. So if I keep yawning, go. But anyway,
that's fine.
Killer Bean now comes across in 5th. Good race from him actually. That's one of his best results of the season. Next will be Royal Viking, scoring loads more points. I'll be happy he will, because he's closed the gap to Don Rubico, who is coming out of the last corner now to take P8. So he gets 3rd on the grid for the race number 2. Brad takes the pole. Donovan Duffy will be next, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Donovan.
Oh, we made a slide out the last corner there, the hairpin there.
I don't know his time penalties. 5 seconds. Oh. So QS jumps him for 11th.
So does Shakes, probably. I still can't believe Shakes did so well all race, and then he had that one little bit of mistake where he had that little bit of wing damage and cost him.
That's the thing about these short races, and also on a circuit like this, is there's really no room for error. One mistake costs you a lot.
Well done, Neil, as we have to say. Quality where quality is due. He raced that brilliantly, and brilliantly pinpointed it on the last lap. And here he comes to his Cowboy, to the line and across it. Shake says, hate this track. Well, at least you've only got one more race, mate, and it's only another 13 laps, so you'll be fine. Brad gets dropped for the day. Sorry.
No, that's good. Well done, Brad. Yeah, good race from him. Good race. But I mean, Shakes did pretty well. If it wasn't for the mistake, he was up there in the points.
God. So sorry, there's your podium celebrations just going on. We're going to have a quick break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes for the second race after we've given you the grid and where I'm finished and all that.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to sort out this reverse grid.
Right then, so as Quentin does that, it is Neil winning by 6 tenths over Eugene. Fastest lap goes 29.327 goes to Grimjaw. Then it's Jacko, Killer Bean, Royal Viking, Diego, Don Rubico to Henricks. Brad gets pole for the race number 2. Then it's Quaz, Duffy, Shakes, Burnout, Zars, Cowboy, and the only one who didn't finish is Crabbo, who didn't finish with 3 laps to go. So we're going to take literally a 2 to 3 minute break right now, and we'll be back probably about 25 past to potentially nearly get the race started. So then we are back and we are ready then to go into race number 2. We should be starting in a couple of minutes time, but let me tell you, the circuit is apparently a medium on the game. As I said, it is a Suzuka is where we're located, of course, where loads of storms and stuff happen in the place of Japan. And of course it is an 18 turn, 5.807 kilometers, 3.608 miles. Lewis Hamilton has the lap record of a 1:30.983. We've already broken that in this race. Always, the game is quicker than real life by a tiny bit, so don't really judge the game too harshly. And of course, the drivers know better than we do of what to expect. This is your standings then. So as you can see on the screen, it will be Brad first, second Sir Henrik's, third Don Mabico, then it'll be fourth in the grid Diego, Royal Viking, Killer Bean, Jacko, Grimjaw, Eugene, Neil. Then it's going to be Donovan, Quaz, Donovan Duffy, Shakes, Burnout, Zars, Cowboy, Crabbo, and that is your field. Going to be like that for this race. If you do enjoy as well, ladies and gentlemen, and you do like the concept of this, smash like and subscribe. And also, if you want to as well, I'm just going to say this now because you guys know season's coming to an end for everyone and the new game's about to come out. This name that's in the white right now on my screen, which is SAF1_Quintin, drop him a message on PlayStation. I think we will be still on PS4 for next season, if I'm rightly saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we?
Well, PS4, PS4, or if they have PlayStation 5s, they can still join. It's cross-platform, so it's fine.
Okay, that's fine then. But yeah, so anyway, we are going to, of course, have a season next year on the 2021 game, which is in literally July time, or June, July time it comes out. So just the highlighted name in white, if you are wanting to, pop him a message and say, I want to join one of the leagues. We may, you never know, by the time, have a Division 3 because of so many drivers. Who knows?
Yeah. I'll need to recruit a little bit of admin because 2 divisions are a handful, so 3 is...
Who knows? But anyway, if you need me to come, basically, as I say, I'll come on Division 2. If you want me to be an admin as well, I can do if you really want. But anyway, that's enough thing for another day.
Okay, cool.
But we'll figure out that for next season anyway. But anyway, here we go then into racing right now. We are about to get underway for race number 2. Fingers crossed we get a good race this one. Last race was good, but this race, can it be better? As we know, in the wet, as you just saw on the screen there, braking zones are harder. Did you know that it's 2 seconds? When it's dry, you can brake 2 seconds later than in the wet. If you didn't know that, then you do now. That's if you live in England, that's in the driving test.
Oh really?
Yes. Talking about braking speeds and stuff, so yeah.
Okay, but I mean, you don't drive 300 kilometers per hour in England on the public roads, do you?
No, we don't drive. No, we don't. We don't drive in miles an hour. By the way, just for anyone who's watching who's not from South Africa, in miles per hour that would be about 200. We don't drive that. We drive about, maximum on roads is 70.
Miles per hour.
Yeah, which is about 140. Would you say kilometers?
Yeah, that's about what we do as well. Our speed limit is 120 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
But we all drive a little bit faster, yeah.
Yeah. On our motorways, it's 70 miles an hour, and on our normal roads, if it's not a motorway, if it's not if it's not a road that has more than 2 lanes on one side, then it's 60. So, yeah. Anyway, well, we're gonna get
sunny day. Sunny day, yeah.
Predictions then for this one, as the cars are all jumping right now on my screen.
Sir Emmerich's in P2 starting, so I'm expecting him to stay in the top 3 if he keeps his nose clean. And then maybe one of the top 3 from race 1 to come through to be on the podium. Okay,
so for me it's going to be Don Mabico win, Sir Henrik second, and third we're going to give to Neil.
Yeah, I'd like to see Killer Bean on the podium again. He's sitting in P5. He stands a good chance.
He does. Well, let's have a look then and see. Tyre strat for this race. Everyone on the softs except Zars on the hard, which is weird. But yeah, it's a bit weird for Zars. But anyway, we'll go to that in another day, in another bit of time. You know.
Yeah, maybe this is the opportunity also for Brad to show us what he can do in clean air, because we haven't seen much of him in clean air. He's always, they in the battles up front, and battles mid-pack. So now, starting in pole, maybe he can have a consistent race here.
Maybe. Let's have a look and see, as he takes them really slowly here. Look, he's going quite slowly right now.
Well, there was a huge gap.
That's, I think, why. I think he's waiting for the gap to close up, maybe. But let me just take you through some comments I've just come through. Shakes, as I said hates this circuit, hates this track, and come on back now. I'm coming back now, says Crabbo. So there you go.
Crabbo, from P17 to P1. Is that what you're gonna do for us, Crabbo?
Well, give us a show. Give us a show, Crabbo. We'd love to see it. As yeah. But interesting to look at this, actually, because you're going to look at the 8th to 10th, what they're going to do in this race. It's not overtaking opportunities too much around here, so have to wait and see for them. Also in this race, Don Rubico, Sir Henrik, two favourites probably of mine to do well in this race. Also watch out for Killer Bean, as you say, but also watch out for Shakes. He's done really well this year when he's been in this league, and he starts in P number 13, so don't underestimate him to get maybe to P9 or P8 in this race.
Yeah, 13th doesn't reflect his true pace from race 1. He was up there in the top 7. He just had a wing damage, and that cost him a bit of time at the end of the race. So if he didn't get that damage, I think he would have been in the top 10 at least, for sure.
I think he would have been, as we have a gap again from Sir Henrik's, from Don Rubico and Diego, who are coming to Brad and Diego, coming to the line. Everyone else is waiting now to come to the line. But yeah, let me just take you through one last comment that's just come through, and that's definitely I've been out of form lately, so now it is time for action. Okay, Crabbo, if you say so. But yeah, Crabbo, as we say, mate, hopefully you can get a top 10 finish in this one. Or hope everyone will hope that anyway. But anyway, here we go then. Slotting into good positions. Come all the cars just now. Slotting in go your 8th and 9th and 10th positions. Make that 11th, 12th and 13th and 14th. Everyone now coming in. Crabbo's in his spot now. Green flag at the back is moments away from waving. Sorry. Let me just read the last comment out very quickly here. Top 6, he says. He's going to try and hope we get today. Okay then. Lights are on. And they're out, and away we go here for 13 laps. So Henriks gets a quality start, so does Don Rubico. And Brad's been swabbed at corner 1 there. He has indeed. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Eugene got a brilliant start. Yeah.
Start.
I was on board with him. He had a monster of a start, all the way up to P6.
Wow, what a start from Eugene there. But here we go, side by side in the foreground. And then is he going to do it here around the outside into the second corner of the deck? No, they touch! And off into the wall goes Brad. That could be a safety car.
Killer Bean, Royal Viking, chaos. What the heck happened there, boys?
Well, that could be a safety car. It's a virtual. At least it is a virtual. Basically, just to give you an idea of what happened, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, basically, Don tried it in the outside line and clipped the back of Brad and spun Brad and him around, and then everyone else just Constantino, pretty much.
Yeah. Loads of 5-second penalties being handed out there as well.
Let me show you them anyway, so that you know they're 5 seconds. Oh, 10 seconds for Quaz. Oh, off goes Killer Bean. He's got a lot of damage to that car. Then he thinks he's not going to make it to the pits.
Gonna retire.
Or is he going to retire?
Not. I don't know. He's standing still. Probably. Oh, Zaha
spun it. I think he's just waiting for the cars to go. Green flag wave to the front, and we're underway. Here we are, as side by side they go here. Eugene and is now second. Good move from Eugene there into second, but here goes Diego down the inside again. He's going to try and have a look there, but no, can't do anything of it there. And it's what Eugene needs is to get a P2 here, and he's got it.
Yeah, and so Emmerich got a massive gap. Neil managed to get through all of that chaos without any damage, and Jack Shakes also did not pick up any damage.
we're going to wait and see in a minute what's going to happen with the rest of the field.
Rubico spun it.
Oh, poor
Rubico
Rubico.
spun. Yeah, loads of people in the pit now.
Well, at least they've done that mandatory pit stop though. That's quite good to see though.
Oh,
Shakes has done something. I think he spun it. But you said Carabo's going to do well this race. Oh, Killer Bean's out. He retires in the pits. He's up to P10 already, so that's quite good then. 7 positions. Can't complain with that, he can't. We're moments away from finishing this one. Here we are. Well, we're moments away from just starting this one, sorry. As Oh! Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We have a problem there for just 2 seconds. Jacko was side by side there with Diego as we were just coming back onto the stream there we were, so I do apologise for that.
yeah, and Grimjaw right on the back of Jacko as well, looking to... Oh, he's going to go up the inside. He got a brilliant drive out of it. That's going to be an easy overtake for him.
He did. DRS is now enabled and we're green. Good move there. 2.6 is the gap. Separates the top 2, just to say, very quickly. Grimjaw looks really close here, he does, to Diego. He might overtake him maybe into the Degnas or even into the hairpin. Nope, Diego makes a mistake and he goes through in Degna number 1.
This is Digna 1, Digna 2, yeah. So,
yeah, so I meant into the corner before, sorry.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean.
Alright, I know what you mean now, yeah, I know what you mean. So, Grimjaw chasing after Eugene, who's going to try to close the gap to Sir Emmerich, who's leading the race.
Side by side in the background, sorry, just to say. And it looks like it's going to be... Oh, Jacko tried, but couldn't get through there on Diego. He could try now into Spoon again. Let's see if he can. Late break him. No, definitely not. But let's see if he can try this time and get past. Can Jacko? Exiting the corner now he comes to 130R. Let's see if he can pop the ERS open and whack it open, and see if he can get any good moves here. But no, nothing happening there. Let's try into chicane. Nothing happening there, but further down the order, Neil was just overtaken Burnout. But let's see if Jacko can get past Diego this time. Not too much weaving, you'll get a penalty if you do that.
Yeah, but that was fine. Yeah, that was fine.
Yeah, like if you're down to Ricardo in real life, you got a penalty for that. As they're side by side, Jacko tries it. Has he made a mistake? Jacko with that? Can't tell. Yes, he has, into the wall.
No, Diego clipped his right rear onto Jacko's left front.
Oh, into the wall goes Burnout and he's out. Virtual safety car is now safety car.
Full safety car, yeah. Where did he go into the wall? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Snap oversteer there. Must have been. And look at this. Neil pitted for mediums. Just came out of the pits. So, excuse me. So yeah, he's gonna benefit out of this.
Nearly half, by the way, just to say. The pit stops are when you're under no full race speed.
Yeah.
So pit stops. Sorry, just to say very quickly, pit stops in the when it's full race speed 22 seconds, about 14 to 15 right now. So that's not half, I know, but you know what I mean. Still quite a bit gone anyway. You about to say something,
Si? The guy who's going to lose out the most here is most likely going to be Sir Emmerich, because his really good lead is now going to be 0 because of the safety car. It's all about defense now, all about defense. Because all these cars are going to be on the same tires. Yo, look at that, everyone's spitting. Top 9, top 10. Neil, let's see where Neil's... he's not going to gain positions here, unfortunately. He's still under a delta as well, because Emmerich hasn't picked up a safety car yet. Or he might gain a few positions down the straight. Yeah, is. He's definitely going to gain a few, yeah.
He'll be up to P6 here if he's not careful. He is. Very good. From P11 up to P6. Wow, as he heads around now, he does. This is amazing. You can't write this, can you?
No, I mean, I don't know what happened in that massive incident there. I was on board, I can't remember who I was on board with, and the next moment there's just cars everywhere. I'm sure in the stewards reports we're gonna get a good view.
Well, I can tell you what I saw on stream was basically, you know where Don Mabico was on the car in front of him.
Yeah.
It looked like he just went in a bit too hot, flipped the back wheel of the car in front, and they both spun around, and then a concertina effect happened behind them.
Oh, and then everyone behind them also.
Not spun,
crashed.
but like had to like slow it down a bit, and then they just went bang, bang, bang into each other.
I see.
So it's kind of like that, and there's a few that went wide, had to avoid it, but it was a very constant. I would say it's a Constantino effect.
Yeah. Oh, Neil's left the session.
That's interesting.
I think he might have been disconnected. Let me send him another invite just in case.
Probably.
Cowboy also left. Is that maybe me leaving the session? 2 people left the session now. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna send these guys invites as well.
Have you left session?
No, I'm still in. Or does it say I left?
No, it doesn't say you left. No, it's fine.
Okay.
So Henrik's still leading though. There's a great meme that I watched when safety car's out, and it was like these guys just moving their head on circuit. Pole position.
Neil's joined.
DS Neil.
Lucky.
They must be in now. Yeah, they're in. So yeah, we are moments away from getting this race back underway. Sorry for the stream looking like it is. There's some
Safety car's in this lap. Okay, I'll take us through. And so Henry goes for it. He puts the throttle down, makes a huge gap over 1.2 seconds over Eugene. Grimjaw's right on the back of Eugene. Is he going to try go into Boyman turn 1? Nope, he's not.
No, Eugene has not got through. Can you hear me now? Well, it's a bit fuzzy. We'll keep it as we're going as we are. Internet problems at my end, which I really do apologise, guys, for. But as you just said, I'm just going to say it one last time. I don't know if Quintin can hear me, but it's Sir Henrik's leading, Eugene second, and Grimjaw third. Yeah, at the moment, Donovan Duffy is side by side with Diego, and Diego's lost out to Donovan Duffy. There he has. Be back in 1 second, guys, with the rest of this race. As just quickly before we do, side by side they go into the spoon curve, and Diego takes it back off Donovan Duffy. The stream will be back up in a second. It's just gone black screen right now. 1 second.